Oh, now it's on?
I think so.
All right. Good evening, and welcome to the Dunes Alternative School Class of 2023 graduation. My name is Jackson Houseman, and I am a proud member of the Dunes Class of 2023. We are so excited to be surrounded by all of you here with us tonight to celebrate our high school graduation. We've all had a different journey and path to get here, but we did it and we're here. I'd like to introduce you to our first speaker of the night, Ms. Christine Jernigan, the principal of West Ottawa High School. She has a great understanding of our program and a true appreciation of what it takes to truly help Dunes students succeed. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Ms. Jernigan.
Great job, Jackson. Good evening and welcome parents, families, friends, teachers, and of course, the graduates of Class of 2023 to the Dunes Commencement Ceremony. This evening, we celebrate the amazing accomplishments that each one of you have achieved and the hard work that you put into getting to this moment. The tenacity you've shown in not giving up, and it is a true testament to your spirit, both as a whole, as a Dunes family, and individually. I would like to thank Assistant Principals, Mrs. Bull Heiss, Mr. Manning, and Mrs. Cherry for their work with each one of you throughout the years. And to our Dunes Director, Mrs. Woods. Last year's graduation speaker called you life-giving. And that is exactly what you are. You put your whole being and your whole heart into the running of this program and loving of these kids, and it shows. These kids flourish because of what you pour into them every day. And now to the graduates. Congratulations, you've made it. Your investment in yourself and the hard work that it took and the life lessons that you've learned, they will truly be life lessons and they will last you a lifetime. Your future self will thank you for this moment, for the incredible courage that you took to conquer all the obstacles that were ahead of you. On behalf of West Ottawa Public Schools, congratulations to the Class of 2023. And now, I would like to invite Ziara Gray and Tyler Malinowski to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Ziara Gray.
And I'm Tyler Malinowski.
And we are both proud members of the Dunes Class of 2023. Our next speaker is someone special to both of us, our director of the Dunes Alternative School, Mrs. Michelle Woods. From day one, Mrs. Woods has been one of the biggest supporters.
From constantly telling us how much she believes in us to holding us accountable, Ms. Woods has continued to help shape our Dunes community to a true family. I think I speak for all of us when I say we are so thankful for all of her support and encouragement.
Even though she still owes us a basketball game, we still appreciate all the love and support. Please help us welcome Mrs. Wood to the stage.
I told them I wasn't going to cry. I think I lied. Wow. As I look out at each of you, I can't help but smile. Words cannot express how proud I am of each of you. Today, we get to celebrate your accomplishment. Dunes Class of 2023, you have successfully completed all requirements to earn your high school diploma. Congratulations. want to take this opportunity to acknowledge all who have supported our students along the way. Parents, families, and friends of our graduates, thank you. Thank you for being a part of our students' lives as they committed to staying focused on the path to this incredible outcome. With your support, each of these students have achieved their goal of graduating. Superintendent Tim Bearden, the West Ottawa School Board, Mrs. Jernigan, and the entire administrative team, thank you for your leadership and guidance. Your commitment ensuring all students are college, career, and life ready is evident in your daily work. West Ottawa High School teachers, counselors, and staff, you have been an integral part of our students' success. Thank you for welcoming each of them into your classrooms and into your hearts during their time at West Ottawa High School. And now, let me introduce you to the team of individuals that supported our graduates throughout the year. Mr. Daniel, Mrs. Dykstra, Mr. Houlihan, Mrs. Wilson, Mrs. Raquelme, Mrs. Mireles, Mrs. Higgs, Ms. Burmeister, Mrs. Kovakovich, and Mrs. Canton. You are true superheroes. You invested your time, energy, and hearts to ensure every student knew they could succeed. This team would encourage, call, text, yes, nag, celebrate with, and even cry with our students. The dedication you all poured into the lives of our Dunes family is admirable. It is an honor to walk alongside each of you. Thank you for going above and beyond. Because of your intentional work, we have 62 students earning a Dunes diploma this school year. All right, Dunes class of 2023, you did it. You each made a decision to earn your high school diploma. And although it was not easy, and for some of you, you doubted you would even make it, you chose to keep moving. You stayed focused on the end goal. Your willingness to do the hard work got you here today. Each of you has a story, your personal journey that led you here. Some of you have stories others couldn't even imagine. Circumstances that would have led others to quit. Yet you are here. You have overcome challenges, both academic and personal, and have emerged stronger and more determined. You are an example of what it means to be resilient. Resilience is about how well we're able to cope, adapt, or bounce back when we experience hardship or trauma. I recently read an article titled, 11 Signs You're Resilient Even If It Doesn't Feel Like It. The author, Annie Kane, noted 11 specific actions of a truly resilient person. These are the actions I've seen in you. Number 1, you hold yourself accountable. Resilient people don't blame others or outside forces for their problems. They cultivate a healthy sense of personal responsibility, which allows them to tackle problems head-on instead of wallowing in despair. Number 2, you don't complain. An occasional venting session is fine, but anyone with grit knows that complaining gets you nowhere. Resilience is all about having a good attitude. Number 3, you're self-aware. If you're going to navigate through rough patches, which you all have, you've got to really know and trust yourself. Resilient people reflect and cultivate self-awareness. Number 4, you accept your limits. The key to grit is accepting that you're neither perfect nor limitless. You've got to accept your weaknesses along with your strengths in order to adapt to trying situations. Number 5, you're not afraid to ask for help. Anyone with grit knows that asking for help isn't the same as asking for handouts. Even the most successful people could use some assistance once in a while. Part of being resilient is being strong enough to ask for it. Number 6, you never wallow. Wallowing in your sorrows is just about the worst thing you can do in a bad situation. Resilient people know to grieve their losses, make a plan, and move on. Number 7, you don't compare yourself to others. Everyone has their own hidden struggles and their own definitions of success. Measuring yourself against your neighbor is pointless and potentially harmful. Number 8, you find humor in the absurd. Life is terrible sometimes, but you can't let go of your sense of humor. You've got to be able to laugh at yourself and the often confusing, painful nature of reality. It's truly the best medicine for getting through tough situations. Number 9, you know you can't plan everything. You never know what life is going to throw at you. People with grit accept this and are willing to be flexible. If you're too locked into one path or one plan, you're liable to fall apart when things go wrong. Number 10, you cultivate a support system. This is what you have done. Resilient people are usually not lone wolves. They have a trusted network of people who they know they can depend on during troubled times. And number 11, you take care of yourself. Grittiness isn't just about enduring hardship. You've got to prepare for it too. In order to be strong enough to weather adversity, you've got to practice self-care. Make yourself a priority from time to time. Throughout this year, I have witnessed each of you exhibit these exact characteristics. You have demonstrated through your daily actions that you indeed are resilient. Today, you are ending one chapter of your life and about to begin a new one. Remember, you have already proven you have what it takes to succeed. You have overcome barriers and have the power to shape your future and create the life you envision. Believe in yourself and know that we believe in you too. Congratulations, graduates. I am so thankful that I have been a part of your educational journey. Thank you for sharing your lives with me. You have made an incredible impact on my life, and I am honored to call you my Dunes family. I can't wait to see the incredible things you will achieve. Keep moving, because the best is yet to come. And remember, I will always believe in you. Please let me welcome Alessandra Ricalme to the stage.
Good evening, family and friends of the Dunes. My name is Alessandra Riquelme, and I had the honor to work with all your students every day this year. Thank you for sharing your students with me because we became a family. Thank you so much. You did a great job with your support at home, and thank you for your calls to me, excusing your kids, and asking questions. Class of 2023, I am so proud of your accomplishments and hard work for being here looking so good tonight. In fact, handing your caps and gowns to you was a highlight of my year. Best part of my job. I felt like I was giving you a trophy. So, I want to invite you. I want to invite you now to look at each other for one more activity. Let's click one more activity and give a hand of applause to each other. Thank you. Okay, now I am happy to introduce our next student speaker. She is a ray of sunshine. This student came to the Dunes so eager to work hard that she enrolled in summer school prior to the start of school year by choice and never missed one day of summer school. Heather didn't let any obstacle get in her way of growing as a person and graduating. Yes, I am excited to hear her story now. So please, let's welcome Heather Edding to the stage.
Hello. Good evening, family and friends of the Dune. My name is... Never mind. Okay. Hello. First and foremost, I would like to thank all of you for being here today. I never would have guessed that I'd be standing here talking to you all, as this has been a long journey. School was never hard for me, but it wasn't easy either. Things took a turn in my life shortly after elementary when my parents split. I began to find myself falling behind as a result of my constant moving between parents. My grades started falling behind, and I started getting in trouble more than I ever have. I'm sure some of you know. And after all that time, by the 9th grade, I didn't get to see my dad. It wasn't because he was a bad person, but it was because of the accusations against him. I was just a kid being misled and trusted the people in my life. For the next 4 years, I was solely with my mom and her husband where I lived my hell and went through things that a girl my age, or for any age that matter, should never have to go through. But I was the oldest out of 8 children, so I stayed and took responsibility for my siblings as much as I could. Most days, I wasn't allowed to go to school because I had to take care of my brothers and my sister. At the rise of COVID, it was the end of my sophomore year, 2020. By 2021, I had already dropped out of school, resulting in me missing on about 2 years. March 5th, 2022, I ran away and I left my mom's to live with my dad. Within a month, I was able to get back into school. I was so scared to be back in a school setting after missing so much, I even made my dad walk me in on the first day. April 20th, 2022, I started the Dunes with 27 courses to complete in order to graduate. I just remember being so nervous. I didn't talk that much. I know, me not talking that much, that's crazy. But as I walked into the classroom, I was greeted by Mr. Daniels and Mr. Houlihan, and they gave me the seat right under Mr. Joe Lopez. The Dunes gave me a chance at school again. It was kind of like another chance to show myself and everyone around me that I can do better. Now, I'm not gonna stand here and tell you about how fun school was or is, because let's be completely real here, it's not. The Dunes, on the other hand, it was kind of like your second family, especially once you get out of your little bubble. I can't even count the days that I did not want to get up, or even the times that my dad had to come wake me up multiple times. Once I got to school, though, I'm not sure if it was the warm morning welcomes or the quotes and crazy videos, but it was just kind of like a little pump up for the day, made you want to get things done. There was times I just wanted to give up and quit for good. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it from you. And with that being said, don't regret the past, learn from it. There are so many names I would want to say for helping me get to where I am today, but mainly I'd want to thank my dad for pushing me through and molding me into a better person. So here we are today, June 6, 2023, at our commencement of graduating. Class of 2023, we freaking did it. I'm so proud of all of us.
Hello, my name is Becky Dykstra. As with all of our students, when our next speaker joined us in Dune, she had already encountered significant obstacles in her life. She was ready to give up on her dream of graduating high school, but she pushed through, and I think even surprised herself by graduating early. These obstacles became her motivation, and instead of holding her back, she stands before us, ready for the next chapter in her journey. I'm so beyond proud of all of her accomplishments. Please join me in welcoming Jeanette Martinez.
Hello, family and fellow graduates. For my speech, I would like to start off thanking Ms. Woods for seeing my potential. It is so weird walking the stage. People always told me I wasn't going to make it or asked what my plans were going to be when I didn't graduate. Eventually, with no motivation, I ended up thinking I wasn't going to make it. That was until I got into Dunes and Ms. Woods helped me get my motivation back. One thing I liked about the Dunes was I was able to go at my own pace. I felt less pressure and was able to accomplish my goals. It wasn't easy to make friends, but I already knew a lot of people. It almost didn't feel like being in school. It felt like being around a small family. I felt a lot of support, especially from Ms. Dykstra. She always just helped me calm down and helped me with my anxiety. I'd like to thank my mom, Franny, who chose to be in my life and raise me, even when I did so much to hurt my family. She never gave up on me, and that is love. She lifted me up when I had fallen so far and got me back where I felt like I could touch the sky. She chose to love me. So today I graduate for both moms, my dad, but most importantly, myself. Congratulations, Dunes graduates of 2023. We made it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Garrett Daniel, educator at Dunes High School, and it is my pleasure to introduce our next student speaker, Keith Cooks. Keith is a perfect representative of the Dunes program. This class of friendship, support, and encouragement is exactly what Keith is. Keith is the glue that has held the class of 23 together. From the basketball team this winter to designing the Dunes sweatshirt, Keith has been at the center of what is going on at the Dunes every single day. As Keith saw friends working towards graduation, he was the greatest fan. When Keith noticed that spirits were low in other classmates or even teachers, he was the biggest supporter. As Keith tells his story tonight, please return the favor that he has given us all year long. Support, encourage, and share in his friendship and success. Without further ado, Keith Cooks.
Hi, my name is Keith Cooks, and I am a 2023 graduate of Dunes High School. Personally, I didn't think I would be up here right now if it wasn't for the help of my family, friends, and teachers. I started my high school years in my hometown, Chicago, where I attended Harlan High School. Before I started high school, my sisters left to live with my cousin. I thought they were gonna be there for the summer, but they stayed there. I was hurt, so I became trouble for my great aunt. In Chicago, I would just go to school to see friends. Then halfway through my freshman year, the COVID pandemic happened. A month later, I moved in with my uncle in Holland. We struggled getting my paperwork from my great aunt who wouldn't just give it to us. So for 2 to 3 years, I couldn't get something I really needed, like a job or getting to school out here. I was attending online school at Harlan High School. So my sophomore year, I didn't pass. Now I was 2 years behind. At the end of my sophomore year, I enrolled in West Ottawa, but I didn't go to school until the last month, where the first day I got suspended. So that was 2.5 years behind. My junior year, my junior year was my first year at West Ottawa, but I didn't care about school. I got suspended, skipped school, all type of stuff. So I passed all my only the classes that I knew I could pass. At the end of junior year, I met my girlfriend, Kiana. We were like the same person. We went to summer school together, and when she got kicked out, I stopped going. It was then when I talked to Ms. Woods about going to Dunes. In the beginning of Dunes school year, I procrastinated and was only coming to school to get out the house. After all my friends had finished, people started talking to me to get finished so I could walk the stage. But I didn't really care too much, and I was just struggling in general. After a while, Ms. Woods was talking to me about how I could do it and that I should graduate to honor the people I love. I started doing my work and got closer to finishing. Finishing classes pushed me. The reason I like the Dunes is I could work at my pace. I could have finished earlier in the school year if I actually wanted to finish early. The Dunes is less stressful. I like being in one place and having my space. You can bond with people more, and I made really good friends. Shout out to my bird friends, Z, Tyler, Damien, and Olivia. Throughout the last 2 school years, I built a bond with lots of people, and I would like to thank the following people: Ms. Woods, Ms. Higgs, Mrs. Cherry, Mrs. Wilson, Ms. Dykstra, Mrs. Raquelme, Mr. Daniels, and Mr. Houlihan. And I can't forget about Mrs. Morales and finally Sherry Moore. Without them, I don't think I could have graduated. I would have procrastinated and not done my work. I'm up here because of my dad wanted to see me walk, and I wanted to make my family proud. And here I am up here talking for the Dunes class of 2023. Thank you. to you all. Casey out.
Good evening, my name is Amy Wilson, and I'm an educator in the Dunes. This is my 7th Dunes graduation, and every year this part of the program we're going to do has become my favorite. Our students have all traveled different roads to get to this point. Roads that have been bumpy, been full of potholes, streets under construction, and sometimes dead ends. But each of them found a way to navigate their road, and they all ended up here. And they know they didn't do it alone. At this time, we would like to invite our graduates to offer a red rose as a symbol of gratitude to someone special who has supported, guided, and/or motivated them during their high school career. So graduates, please stand up with your rose, present it to the person of your choice, give them a hug, and then return to your seat.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Houlihan, and I have had the great joy of being the math teacher and resident celebrator of all graduates here in the Dunes. However, tonight, I get to put on my language brain and share with you all a poem. I did not write this poem. Some of you are like, let me get my camera ready for this. Dunes grads, in a moment, you are going to cross this stage and officially enter as grads into a new, wild, and beautiful season of life. As I thought about this wilderness you are about to enter into, I couldn't help but share with you all this poem that someone had shared with me as I entered into a similar wilderness season. It's called "Beloved is Where You Begin." Enjoy. If you would enter into the wilderness, do not begin without a blessing. Do not leave without hearing who you are, beloved, named by the one who has traveled this path before you. Do not go out without letting it echo in your ears. And if you find it is hard to let it into your hearts, do not despair. That is what this journey is for. I cannot promise this blessing will free you from danger, from fear, from hunger, from thirst, from the scorching of the sun or the fall of the night. But I can tell you this, on this path, there will be help. That on this way, there will be rest. I can tell you that you will know strange graces that come to our aid only on a road such as this, that fly to meet us bearing comfort and strength, that come alongside us for no other cause than to lean themselves towards our ears and with their curious insistence whisper our name, beloved, beloved, beloved. Dunes graduates, remember, you are loved. Loved by your families, loved by your friends, loved by these classmates around you, and loved by this Dunes team. Now, let's get you across this stage and into the wilderness.
All right, now what you all have been waiting for, let's begin the presentation of your diplomas. We ready? Okay. First group.
I don't. AC! Eric Bamaca Ramos. Tyler Malinowski. De'Ara Gray. Damian Bledsoe. Abraham Rodriguez. I turned mine off. All right, here we go. Soraya Bolinas. Brenda Cardenas. Gladimel Ramos Villabol. Eileen Garcia. Yep. Brett Topping. I got you. Elias Mao. Keegan Marin. D'Angelo Everhart. Levi Little. Jamaria Means. Ready? Hannah Brown. Liliana Mock. Morgan Hayes. Aiden Andreas. Austin Priscilla Argueta. Carolina Barenque Perez. Jeanette Martinez. Gabby Renteria. Kaz Kuipers. Jack Hausman. Olivia Leal. Manuel Horta. Johnny Rosales Rivas. Angel Benitez. Alexis Serrano Giron. Caden Atz. Kevin Giron Garcia. I love it. Caden Uribe. Marco Martinez. Antonio Jumper. Julissa Salcido. Katia Yasmin Garza. Belinda Guadalupe Sanchez. Archie Mitchell. Archie Mitchell. Aaliyah Kegley. Lexi Cantu. Lexi Cantu. Ivan Martinez. Van Schlater. Carter Linema. Connor Stryker. Martin Medina. That's okay, one. Okay, Heather, come here. Heather Lynn Eating. Isabel Radderink. Good call. Yes. All right, you ready? Kenzie Allen. Yair Flores. Chris Andre. Avery Height. Joe Diaz. You ready? All right. Jaden Perez.
Amazing. All right, class of 2023, please stand and face your family and friends. You all have done the work. Now let's make it official. Graduates, you may move your tassels from right to left. Families, get your cameras ready. We're now going to conclude our ceremony with the tossing of the caps. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations!